Hi, my name is Lisa Murkison, and I will be presenting Crisis Communication Case Study on Ticketmaster. Ticketmaster was founded in 1976 in Phoenix, Arizona by college staffers Albert Leffler and Peter Godwin and the businessman Gordon Gunn. In 1977, the company held its first ticketed concert, Electric Light Orchestra, appearing at the University of New Mexico. The following year, Ticketmaster signed its first international clients in Oslo, Norway, and its first major sports franchise, the NBA's Utah Jazz. Ticketmaster established its first overseas location in London, called Ticketmaster UK, in 1981, and has been a trailblazer in both domestic events and international events ever since. In the 1990s, Ticketmaster was an earlier developer of modern digital ticket sales. The company launched Ticketmaster.com, a primarily informational website, in 1995. The site was later developed for ticket sales and sold its first ticket in 1996. That same year, Ticketmaster went public with a market valuation of $2.8 billion. In 2010, Ticketmaster and Live Nation merged to form Live Nation Entertainment, Inc. Ticketmaster's then CEO, Irvin Osloff, and Live Nation CEO Michael Rapino saw an opportunity to join forces and create an artist-driven company that provided fans with the highest quality of live experience. Last year, Live Nation Ticketmaster combined brought in $9.4 billion in concert revenue and sold over 485 million tickets. Ticketmaster is the global leader in ticketing and ticket management for large-scale sports and entertainment, specializing in sales, marketing, and distribution. As the largest ticket marketplace in the world, Ticketmaster is also the #1 event search platform trusted by billions of live event fans. Their portfolio also includes FrontGate Tickets, TicketWeb, Universe, Interactive Ticketing, and Elevate. The goal for Ticketmaster is simple: give fans simple and fair access to unforgettable live events. But what happened to cause the situation? The pandemic occurred in the U.S. first quarter 2020. Due to the rapid spread of the coronavirus, a national mandate was issued for a stay-at-home order to slow the spread of the virus. The concert and live entertainment industry brought in $34 billion last year, according to market research. A 3-month shutdown at this time of year was resulting in an industry loss of $7 billion. The stay-at-home order lasted from March through May for most states. Once that order was lifted, there were limited restrictions and social distancing for reopening based on CDC guidelines. This resulted in major promoters such as Live Nation, AEG Live, Live Family Entertainment, and sporting events having to postpone or cancel all shows. The problem: when Live Nation postponed and canceled all shows, this resulted in customers requesting refunds that were not being honored. Several of the articles stated Live Nation, who owns Ticketmaster and took in $11 billion US in concert dollars in concert and ticket revenue last year, is under pressure from customers to return their money immediately, as many are struggling to pay their bills during the pandemic, and there's no telling when people will be going to concerts again. Another article was the shutdown of live entertainment around the world is exposing major problems in the industry, including that Live Nation, who took over Ticketmaster in 2010, despite antitrust concerns in Canada and the U.S., doesn't keep enough cash on hand to cover the value of the concert tickets it sells. Even U.S. representatives sent a letter to Live Nation, one that acknowledges the hardship across the shuttered entertainment industry that demands consumers be compensated. And one of Live Nation's competitors quoted, "The money supposed to be held aside is not Ticketmaster's money, it's not Live Nation's money until a show actually takes place." The The coronavirus must not be used as an excuse to delay or not repay the fans their money on a timely basis. So, what did Ticketmaster do? After the consumer backlash, Ticketmaster changed its policies to expand refund options for events that had been postponed. The company originally told customers it would not issue refunds until an event had officially been canceled. On May 1st, Ticketmaster posted this information on the top of the home page, which is shown below. And if you click on this options, it will break out the new policies in regards to refunds, postponed events or canceled events or rescheduled events. Also, on October 29th, Ticketmaster announced the development of Smart Event. It's a new suite of technological tools that help fans safely return to live events. Ticketmaster Smart Event is offering provides event organizers the tools to adapt to the new environment while giving fans peace of mind. Mark Jovic, president of Ticketmaster, said, "We know that fans around the world are eager to return to live events, and Smart Event gives event organizers an array of solutions to help make that possible. Smart Event brings together our advanced technology platform and industry-leading venue and seating insights, putting Ticketmaster in a unique position to facilitate paths back to life." Next, if we look at crisis management, 7 steps to measure crisis and trust. A key statement of Ticketmaster is, "At Ticketmaster, we strive to put fans first." With this in mind, the team will define goals and develop recommendations based on utilizing the following 7 steps. 1. Define a specific desired outcome for the crisis. Define your audience. Define your benchmark. Define your measurement criteria. Select a measurement tool. Analyze results. Make changes and measure again. First, define a specific desired outcome from the crisis. The desired outcome from the crisis would be to minimize the negatives, avoid lawsuits, and implement safe practicing social distancing events. In looking at the stock from New York Stock Exchange during the time of the shutdown, you can see the substantial drops in first and second quarter. The current reporting flow for Live Nation Entertainment, parent company of Ticketmaster, you can see some slight substantial growth. The goal would be to increase steady growth as talks of vaccinations and implementation of Ticketmaster's Smart Event platform continues. Second, define your audience. The crisis audience for Ticketmaster will be determined by the executive staff and key managers and characterized by the following stakeholders that are affected by the business or affects the business. And those are employees, customers, shareholders, investors, suppliers, and vendors. The executive staff should particularly be honest about what it knows and does not know, which will give it more credibility. Crisis communication should be viewed as a proactive function rather than reactive. This will help crisis managers to anticipate a possible crisis so they can be more prepared to manage and resolve when it happens, prepare stakeholders, and to build the company credibility before the crisis occurs. Number 3, define your benchmark. Ticketmaster's new policy offers options to either keep the tickets for the new date, get a refund, or get a credit for future shows. Also, Ticketmaster's Smart Event platform, which is aimed to make live events safer, the benchmark will be analyzing monthly the effectiveness of the new policy and initiative with stakeholders. 4, define your measurement criteria. The key typical performance indicators are percent increase in trust scores by 20% within a 6-month time period. This will give a better indication in the new ticketing policy and Smart Event Initiative. Percent increase of 40% coverage containing key messages measured within a 3-month time period, and making sure there is 10% or less in the share of undesirable coverage within a 3-month time period. The timing is a key element in any crisis measurement program. Therefore, reacting to a response on an hourly basis will be critical. Fifth, select a measurement tool. Good measurement can help you shorten the duration of a crisis. The 2 recommended tools and techniques to measure trust would be focus groups and surveys. Qualitative versus quantitative. Measurement is cheap compared to the cost of rebuilding your relationships and your reputation. These 2 methods are recommended because Ticketmaster has a huge email database where a focus group, which is qualitative, can be developed for insight from customers and stakeholders. The other method is the online survey, which is quantitative and can deliver fast, inexpensive, easy to program, open-ended questions that will provide facts. 6. Analyze results. Analyze the data and learn from the results. First, present to the executive staff and key managers any opposition to management goals and decisions before it results in a crisis or develop into an issue with the stakeholders. Second, use the data to help management understand that certain decisions might have adverse consequences on the public's trust. These results are key in developing a crisis communication action plan. Extensive research must be done before the public relations communications can begin with the appropriate press release development, distribution strategy, utilizing PR Newswire, social media, journalists, bloggers, with targeted timelines. These timelines are important because we continuously monitor the brand with Feedly and Google Alerts during this crisis and adjust accordingly. Once the plan is initiated, if the share of negatives are declining and the competitors are remaining constant and or going up, we know that our strategy is working. Making changes and measuring again. Open, timely, and new and trustworthy reporting, as well as regular dialogue and communication with all stakeholders, should be ensured before, during, and after the crisis. Therefore, measurement should always be ongoing and an integral part of the organizational strategy. All parties want to feel informed, safe, and connected before a crisis. Thank you.